My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Aethermancer. We have our ridiculous regen party going on here. Probably the best way of saying this is we have a bunch of different ways to benefit from regen, but eventually we built up enough regen that we use Explosive Exhale, gaining 2 regen and consuming all regen stacks for 7 damage to a target enemy for each stack consumed, and we delete someone. Okay, having a look at equipment on people. I mean, we've got 2 chains, so I do really kind of want to keep those. So maybe I don't go to the knight. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to Envoy. Another artifact, please. Seems like it could be useful. Also, got to make sure that I am very careful with looking for secret area in Garden District, because I missed it last time. Would you look at that? Even fall into wilderness, this place is a bit more pleasant designed compared to the rest of here. Pleasantly designed, rather, compared to the rest of here. It's also closest to the void. Its influence can be felt much more strongly in here. Beware, Syrinx. We're approaching its origin. I can upgrade a flask, giving it an additional charge and more max ether. Let's take the damage hit and steal upgrade on the ether web. Oh! Look at that shifted Sphinx! Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Yeah! I mean, I do want the Sphinx to go down first, so this is probably Tuttle, I have to be entirely honest with you, but the Sphinx definitely needs to die. We get a dumb amount of regen at the start of our battle, because of course we do. Crystallize as well. Applies 2 regeneration to all allies, then shields them for 2 for each regeneration stack. Only one of the enemies is default attacking this turn. Kind of annoying. I really do want as many enemies to be attacking as possible for the sake of the redirect stuff. How do I want to get terror on all these enemies if I'm not using that? I suspect the answer is something like, just do it. Haha. Try the basic attack for a purge right there. Oh, we also picked up a stack of glory already. Hell yeah. I want to go Wild Mark into Sprout. I suppose I will end up doing. I can give out a Fire Lance, though, before even hitting the Sprout. Yeah! Clone summoned! Triggers my first attack, getting a little bit of shielding right there. Not a huge amount, unfortunately. Oh, these enemies are buffing. Oh, they're buffing. Not a huge fan of that whole smog situation. Bunch of poison on everyone. Good lord, that was a lot of damage. Damn it. Thankfully, I get to retaliate against one of them, and I also restore my own health as a percentage with regeneration on Amit, making it a little easier to manage. I do want to get more regen out of my builds. The dumber the regen, the better the build. Oh, I can disable both attacks as well as take out the main enemy. The thing is, like, who can't really do that? I've got to start setting up vulnerability, otherwise I'm just not going to be able to stagger the Sphinx in time. I'm gonna summon a Fire Lance as well. Clone that summoning action. Just default attack to follow up, I'm pretty sure. Now, no one crit, and we'll be okay. We're A-okay, hell yeah. Give me Shifted Sphinx, a Water Wind Sidekick Ether Summon. Sick. Kinda wanna drop the Long Slash, just remove a target from the field, harm the others all. But also, realistically, I can just Explosive Exhale and delete 2 targets from the field, so probably worth doing. Oh, that was a big damage fearless attack. Right, that's that crit for you. Yikes. All I have to say about that one is yikes. Let's throw out Blossoming Strike. A little bit of purging. Fire Lance attack. No additional purge after that, unfortunately. I can purge you out of this move with Bone Chill, as well as set up your Terror. And tap you with an Energizer Strike to clear all of my debuffs, as well as gain even more regen. Ooh, I've got Force as well. Okay, we don't have a Retaliate, so we won't trigger the Sidekick, but you're going down this turn, Naga. Mark my words, rather. Don't make my words. I'll make my words. You mark them. That's the division of labor here. Oh boy. Oh, that could have done so much damage, but it obviously did not need to. Get him. It gets +5 health for the 3rd level of worthiness. That kind of feels useless. Joint protection. Whenever an ally triggers Sidekick, yeah, we don't actually do that much Sidekick. We do a little bit, admittedly. A skosh of Sidekick, but it could certainly be a bit better, and I think maybe we should fish for something related to regen. Sleight of Hand, +3 crit damage for every third action. Every third hit of an action is a critical hit. For every multi-target action, every second hit against each monster instead. And then Leadership, whenever this monster has Sidekick, other allies have +2 damage, and Sidekick generator, generate an ether for each Sidekick generated on this monster. Just not that good. Vigorous Edge. Your allies gain 15% crit chance for each regeneration stack on them. Each attack consumes 1 regenerate. Do I want to be consuming that regenerate? I want to be triggering regenerate a lot of the time. But the only way I benefit from consuming rather than triggering is regenerated prime for every 3 consumed regeneration stacks. All of the other ones that I can see are on trigger. And then regenerating water. On water action from any ally, applies regeneration to the ally with the lowest amount of... I mean, Wild Mark is water related, so is Summon... I think I should take that. Realistically, it's just free additional regenerate with some of my better actions. Sadly, they're not the actions that I use every single turn, though, which is what I was ideally hoping for. Give gold for ether crystals, and I guess I will try and get more gold and come back to this. regain early off? No, that's not shifted. Oh. Nice try, Jin. Nice try. I hope I can capture Hecatoncheires this episode. That'd be good. Okay, so you're already attacking the bottom line. You're attacking them, unfortunately, with a lot of damage. So I'm going to want to purge that off of you. I also want to purge off the aquatic armor from the Naga in the back line, so I don't have to deal with both of those hitting. So one of these just being a default hit will do it. And then one of them being a sidekick will do it too. Get that, Lords. Let's stop the Naga from taking its best action here. Perfect. And I can use the Wild Mark here. Because I only need one redirect in order to get both of them to hit Amit this turn, so I still get both my redirects. My minion! Oh, and I also don't have regen to trigger on these hits as well. That's unfortunate. We get to set up terror on them, which is important at least. Let's get a fawn out on the field for some healing. I'll let Naga take its action here. I mean, ideally I won't let it take its action. We'll see if I have the ability to actually stop it. Okay. I can. I'm going to summon the Fire Lance on the top line. It's not going to be duplicated, not only because I don't have space for another minion on Amit, but also because only the first minion each turn is duped. A thing that I now know. I like the idea of Energizing Strike probably most of all here. It sets up some additional regen, so next turn's even more brutal. I'm very slightly incentivized to just go with AoE because it would kill almost everyone. But I also feel like a cascade of other attacks is going to do that too. There goes Sphinx. Oh! We have a sidekick stack. Beautiful. Dialer and Amit both hit a level. Dialer Corruption Cleanse +2. At the start of your turn, monster heals half of the damage. No, it took last round, not interested. Terror Application +1. At the start of your turn, generate Wild Ether for every enemy with 5 more terror. And Auto Heal. No. Reroll. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. Actually, Ethereal Regeneration. For every 3 consumed regeneration stacks, generate 1 random ether. That is so much ether. I was previously looking at First Aid rather. Whenever regeneration is applied to an ally, heals them for 4, which is nice, but I don't really need that much. Mud Fist. 1 times 20 water earth damage against target enemy, +6 damage and +1 poise damage for every regeneration stack. Hell yeah. I also like Crystallize as just a way to set up defense if I really want to. Especially because I could have 2 units using Crystallize, so this would be your replacement for Blossoming Strike. Yeah, the best text in Blossoming Strike is regeneration to allies, so I'll take this one that does that better. Hourglass of Undoing +1. That's, is that reactivate? No, it's not. Heal all of your monsters for 5, and then cleanse 5 corruption from them. Okay, yeah, so we just start using that. Oh, I only have 5 gold to give, I guess. So that's no on secrets in this area, then. Sure looks like it. It's got to be one of the Turtle Worms first. Definitely can't target the one that wants to be hit. I really want to stop those smogs if I can. I also really think Crystallize, maybe even double Crystallize would be really good this turn. Okay, I can stop 1 smog. I only even have the resources to use Crystallize once. Oof. There's some crystalism for all of you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that lava surge from the top line. I don't want everyone getting hit by fire damage, please. It's someone specific with damage, not everyone. That's just greed. Losing 66 rounded up means that if you have 3 terror on the enemy, at the end of the turn they lose all of their terror. Please, you simply have to stop attacking me. It's not okay. Undo some of that corruption you've done to us. I do really like the idea of double Crystallize here. We get a huge amount of regen on everyone. Oh, how Elemental was. And then that huge amount of regen turns into a pretty huge amount of shielding, I'd say. And hell, I can even use an Explosive Exhale to explode someone. That's why you do it. Also share a huge amount of buffs out on the field. Please, stop. My Mandragora can't get much more poisoned before it will die. It's almost like you're not trying to help me. There we go. That's all of our corruption mitigation. We can pretty much take out top line. The only reason it doesn't immediately die is because the whole we don't have terror on any of these enemies. That old chestnut? More than happy to pop another explosive exhale in a world where I know it is going to kill one target and then disable another. Granted, I'd very much like to follow up by killing this one. That just doesn't seem especially likely. If only my Fire Lance attacking started the sidechain. The sidekick, rather. And that'll be all day, bro. You. I could not stay in this fight much longer. Get him! It feels like at least in this fight we will have really good scaling, although stacking debuffs on us is really good as well, because we can't very effectively mitigate those on anyone except for Moloko. Speaking of Moloko, Moloko got an additional experience after this battle as well, going all the way up to 9, while Amit is still on 7. You could apply Sidekick to self as a free action, which admittedly... I mean, you should be using support. But you're not. And you're not really long slashing anymore either. That sidekick is very valuable. Damn. I'm gonna replace long slash with sidekick. Ocarina! Hello. On support action, heals the ally with the lowest health for 7. Dodge chance 25%. Crit damage +2, and terror. On hits, 15% chance to apply terror. I mean, I kind of want to put that on Amit. The 25% dodge chance is really good. Also, you healing an ally? Yeah, you take a couple dedicated actions, buddy. I lose, obviously, a little bit of my purging. But I can't really argue that that was the main source of our purging, considering that unit was not attacking commonly. Ether Spring until they change it. Not that they necessarily have to, it's just if it's always going to be a choice between a permanent buff for the entire run and something else, I'm probably going to go the permanent buff for the entire run majority of the time. 5% crit and 5% evasion is really nice. Plus on wind damage is probably not necessary. My damage comes from stacking... Ooh. Interesting to find so many relics unbroken, unspoiled by the war, untouched by the tides of time. Although the monsterkin spread to all areas of Terra Stay after the fall of Vigil, they still share a respect for the holy city and its history. I was halfway through saying something, and then I had to read that. It's gone. To the sands of time. Should I sacrifice a monster soul at this point? I have 4 left. Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, there's those places that want 2 monster souls from you in Vigil here. Yeah, this one's not in such good nick. Take out Totzelvum. Cannot allow it to poison me as much as the last ones did. I do really want to go Wild Mark Sprout this turn. I think that'd actually be really good. I'm gonna charge up. Then... I really want to stop that smog. You poisoning yourself and your allies? Just really bad for me. Hell yeah. I'll throw that attack as well if it's what's needed in order to purge early poison setup. Yes, Foul Shield. Oh, alright, never mind, that's an AoE poison as well. I was preventing those, but it turns out they were just waiting for me. Almost straight up murdered that man in response. Okay. Ooh, okay. Fire Lance for Moloko. I get to dupe it and get my own Fire Lance as well. Then charge up, triggering your first Fire Lance attack. And then basic attack to take out Totzelvum. Because it was a wild damage hit, it also spread 5 terror to both of the other targets on the field. I'm gonna set up another wild mark on Amit. Only because it looks like both of them are going to be attacking bottom line this turn. With default attacks, so... very comfortable retaliating. Oh, the enemy decided to lament some woes. Hopefully I get to retaliate to that, and indeed I do. Killing the enemy before they even get to attack. They had a default attack coming afterwards as well. Yeah, one of those attacks missed. Finally! And when attacks miss, that gives the enemy even more terror. It's all coming up Millhouse. Gotta hit a quick couple of crystallizers here. And that should pretty comfortably set up for a ridiculous overkill. Yeah, 28 damage and then a 10 by 14. I think we just get there. It hits that level. Impactful. When this monster summons a minion, deal 3 damage hit of the minion's elements to all enemies. It's not bad, certainly. Protective Serenade. On action from an allied minion, consume 1 essence on that minion to heal and shield its attached monsters by 5. No. On start of combat, apply 2 redirect and shield self for 2 by 3. Admittedly, there is a lot of value in this because on the first turn, I'm often looking for ways to get Amit to Wildmark respond. So if this means I only need to use Wildmark in order to set that up, it's probably really worthwhile. End of turn, gain 1 temporary power and heal self for 3. No, not worth. Compared to my other equipment, thank you. Soul Lantern lets us increase the HP of Amit. Lance converts the first hit of each attack into wild damage and wild damage plus 2. Honestly, not necessary as well. I'm gonna have to immediately Void Blitz because I'm being charged. I guess it's gotta be the sidekick first. I don't want to focus on Amit. It's just big and tanky. It's gonna take a billion years to kill. Wild mark is set up. I should try and make sure the enemy doesn't just hit us with a... with a blossoming strike on turn 1. That feels like a bad idea. Basic attack says no blossoming strike. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can set up a friend on turn. Okay. Give me that fire lance then. And then we'll prevent the top enemy from buffing their entire team too much for my liking. No! The enemy! Your woes! At least we got a ridiculous amount of terror on everyone. That's nice to see, I guess. I guess I'm also going to be killing everyone in pretty much the opposite order to what I had initially established as what I wanted to do. Do I even have a memento? How do I even know what mementos I have? Oh, I guess I can just look in here. I do have a Mamusa memento. Mamusa memento. Mamusa memento. Mamusa memento. Gaining some additional psychic sounds like a great idea. Start with that action because I can spare 5 terror to both of its allies. And it doesn't really matter if the final enemy on field is doing a buff attack, if everyone's going to be dead by the time it happens. And that'll end up getting us there. Oh no, they've electric jolt. As soon as any of their allies attack, they're gonna unleash hell. Any day now. Any cascade of attacks will do. I gotta remember that I should be consuming much more commonly. Stacking regen and consuming the regen as quickly as possible. Wow. Regeneration Bloom. Apply regeneration to all allies as a free action. It's also a water action, so it will also cause... Oh, gemstone healing. Offering back permanent max health. It will also cause another regeneration stack as well. I like that. All of these have been useful, admittedly. Shriek is surprisingly probably the least, but also because it's an attack that applies terror, it can then cascade, but if we're using Wild Mark appropriately, we won't need it. Skill reroll. Oh, Witch. Unfortunately, I forgot about the Witch in the previous area. Oops, it happens. Helping Winds, every 3 wind ether, apply Psychic to self. I mean, realistically, yeah, I can remove that, and I will. It's lovely to see them assisting each other like that. Must be nice to know when danger strikes, you're immediately cared for right after. Reroll the Trait of a Monster. Maloko, you're losing your Helping Winds. Fast Metabolism. On attack, if this monster has 2 or more regeneration, apply Psychic to self, trigger regeneration on self, then consume another regeneration stack. Annoyingly, I don't really get the stupid amount of regeneration on just you. I mean, I do get regeneration, sure, but this will eat your regeneration possibly faster than I'm willing to see happen. It does consume it, and it also does it on basic attacks. It triggers as well. Well, I mean, it causes some more regeneration shielding, which is relevant. All right. I think that's going to be unexpectedly good. Like, I look at it right now and I'm like, yeah, that represents very little impact, but I think I'm probably being a bit too pessimistic. I think it's probably much better than I'm thinking. Alright, Hecatoncheires. It's just you and me and Ammon and Moloko and Dyla. And a ridiculous amount of terror. Okay, good. With a Bone Shell, I can purge the enemy from gaining age on turn 1, which is probably my biggest threat. Them gaining age super early and then just balling out of control with it. I do want to damage the enemy here, actually. Steal, I'm just... No, I'll purge you for 2. And both of those are redirected to the bottom line. I definitely need to set up a wild mark so that I'm responding to both of those that way. Throw a default attack to do that. And there's the wild mark. It's not really worth summoning a minion if I'm also then immediately going to lose him. You punched me. It's nice, because we do fire earth damage, the retaliates here are incredible. Good work on attack number 2. We almost managed to stagger them off turn on the first turn. And they're starting the second turn with 20? Okay. Okay. Well, we have to be able to do something dumb with that. Let's get 2 Fire Lancers out there. Just a bunch of free damage, don't you know? Send in this basic attack with Hammett. Oh, also, I haven't... Just gonna make sure. I haven't got a Hecatoncheires yet, right? Nope. Hell yeah. Craft a Memento. Fire and Wind. It is an Age Weakness summon. Apply regen to all allies, but then I won't be able to consume it because I won't have the explosive exhale for it. But I shouldn't be explosive exhaling this turn. I think I've probably got to shield everyone, so this is going to be Regeneration Bloom. To set up Crystallize, just because the enemy is doing an AoE this turn, so I'd really like everyone to have some shielding. And free stack of Sidekick. Yeah, I want it to be much more aggressive this turn, but I think we can still just do that next turn instead. Let's go Regeneration to all allies and gain a Sidekick as well, just even more setup for the next turn. Hell yeah. Enemy barely touched any of our HP points. You know, our health points. Hell yeah. Oh no, I don't get the additional one after that. That's unfortunate. Wait, but this can only trigger once per battle, so Once per battle, once per turn. So if I don't dupe the first minion I summon, can I still... Yeah, I can still dupe the second. Hell yeah. Everyone has a minion. Explosive Exhale is already showing that it will do a ridiculous amount of damage. I do like that. But it'll do even more if I set off a Cascade first. Yeah. I think that counts as even more. 147 damage with that first hit, by the by. And we're not done. Firelance follows up with 191 for the kill. Okay, Moloko managed to get one more level. Amit might level up as well after this. First aid, whenever regeneration is applied. Heal 4, no. If the monster has sidekick, no. For every 3 wind ether, no. Leader of minions. On attack, allied minions gain damage 1, shield 1, and damage 1, healing 1, and shield 1 until end of turn. Annoyingly, not especially good. We will be attacking like maybe up to twice a turn, but unfortunately all of the allied minions will run out in that time. It's not going to be especially effective. If you're keeping your minions around for long, I can see this being much better. And critical hybridization on crit deals 3 damage wild hit. I mean, yeah, fine, but it's basically nothing, and I have so many rerolls. Whenever Cyclic is blighted, this monster generator random ether. Crit chance 10% on every 3 crits, generate a wild ether. Allies gain 15% crit chance. I'm still looking for something stupid. Vigorous Edge is back, sleight of hand. I'm going to reroll one more time. Massive regeneration. This monster has +2 max health for each level it has. It heals 1 more from regeneration for every 25 max health. That makes you a tank. Actually, I'm not interested in that. I'm going to take one more reroll. This monster's side crit. Oh, and that is what it means. This monster's sidekick attack is always critical. Sure. Oh, this has to replace something. I didn't even... You can only have 4 auras. You know, the annoying thing about that is I just spent everything, and then I'm going to go for +5 max HP at the end of all of it. Oops. Wouldn't have done that the same way. Were I to do it again. You've been spending a lot of gold on my wares, Sirius. Don't worry, though. I'll always have more for you. Care to buy anything? Debuff mitigation, terror application. Actions that apply terror apply 1 more terror. Aethermancer whip is also really good here. I want to take some levels. Nice. Literally, I just want to take levels to see if Amp was going to level up, and it did. Volcanic Guard. Shield self for 2/6. Apply redirect yourself and a retaliate. I do like you having 2 sources of retaliate. If you have Wild Mark and Volcanic Guard active at the same time, your responses to an enemy, especially because your hits then consume regeneration to do additional damage. I guess the main problem is what would I replace on you? Sprout is such an efficient action. I really don't want to replace anything on you. I'm giving you health. Dialer. Yours is an orb of additional health and stuff. I mean, I like the debuff application. Definitely taking Aethermancer Whip. I need that purge on Moloko. I can't remove that, I don't think. Which means I am gonna pay for some additional experience here, but it's not gonna be relevant. Alright. Here we go. We finally made it back. I can still feel Chernobog. I need to reach them again. Brace yourselves.
I have always admired Aethermancers. Free to roam Terrasday. Untethered.
Is it possible to break yours?
They would never allow it. We will never allow it.
I might not be especially good at breaking his hands in this combat, but I do think I might be able to just straight up ignore those hands. Perhaps. Fortunately, none of these are staggers of any kind. I kind of want to just purge enemy ether to try and keep you low. Two ether off of you immediately. I need fire for the next cast. It's fire, and then... I'm gonna Bone Chill. I think that's still worth it because I've got to get the Terra set up to start with. And then... your basic attack would Cascade for a second. Allowing me to gain some stats. And then I'm gonna go Psychic Self, regen to all friends. I'm getting ready for you, buddy. Oh, you really don't want to let Amit summon anything, do you? Okay, good. Our Purge can stop that big hit. Bone Chill that one right out of you. Realistically, without these Fire Lancers, we're never going to do too much damage. I should probably keep on top of my purges. Actually, hang on. I want to use the Aethermancer Whip too, because then I get to follow up with a sidekick, an additional purge, the freelance attack follows up as well, and then perfect, we can finish all of the purging. As well as get the boss down to like 700 here, right? 745? Never mind, 656. 642. I think this is their summon turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not thrilled to see this, but... okay, so they copy them with their things on, which means that they got Amit with redirects, which is pretty annoying. You stole my explosive exhale, which is really annoying because it does mean that the enemy is intending to use that, which shouldn't do too much damage because it just gives you 2 regen and then only expend it, so... Could be a lot worse. Summon a Fire Lance, and then summon a Fawn. Get a whole load of these minions out on the field so I can start cascading. Oh, but if I don't defend them, that doesn't matter. Regeneration to all allies is a free action. Let's throw a Purge and Aethermancer's Whip. Right. Did forget about the redirect there for a second, unfortunately. Gain a wee bit more sidekick on the top line. Oh boy. I mean, it's gotta be Wild Mark, right? I really want to crystallize, but like, the only one who can really survive taking this many hits, and who already has some redirect on, is Amit. Throw Energizing Strike just so that we can stagger Amit, as well as clear some debuffs on Cat Zerka, gain some additional regen, which is going to be useful as long as my best ability is not stolen again next turn. Oh, enemy crystallizes before Explosive Exhale, so it's a lot more damage. Still annoying. Hey, but they missed half of them. And nice to have a Retaliate and then an immediate Sidekick follow-up. And a Fawn as well. And there will also be a Fire Lance. That's a lot of damage we got out there. Glacier Smash, unfortunately, here is huge damage, so we'll probably lose the Fawn. Yeah, we lost the Fawn before we even got to respond there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Chernobog's about to start a turn with 127. Terror. Don't you dare steal my exhale again. I'm ready to breathe out and murder. I am ready to kill. Well, gotta tell you, they don't have the action that you were trying to steal from me. Oh, I guess you probably can't craft a memento of Chernobog, right? Right? Of Chernobog's hand? I guess I already did. It's Hecatoncheires, right? So this Aethermancer Whip now triggers the Sidekick, which is a... Oh no, Sidekicks aren't always guaranteed to be crits. Like, that stopped happening. Give regen to all allies. Then more regen to all allies. Perfect. Then I was thinking maybe some regen to all allies. And then when that's done, it's time to exhale. Woo! We did it! That is heroic mode. Sorry, not heroic mode, Mythic. Heroic was the one before this. That is Mythic. Amit also levels up in worthiness one more time, gaining 50 additional ether crystals. We haven't even lost a character across the entire journey. We did replace one. No losses, though. We also got 2 shifted mementos. We rescued 2 NPCs, Karom and Leaf. And, of course, we got a boss memento in Hecatoncheires. We also hit 2 Lurker's Teeth interactions and got it wrong both times, so we'll know what to tell the Lurker next time we do see them. Jumping out of that, though, how's our resources for buying cool new stuff?
Ah, Pilgrim's Rest. Truly a peaceful place, wouldn't you agree?
But threatened. If the void wouldn't loom nearby.
True. But isn't it more important to enjoy the time we have here ever the more? Certain doom doesn't mean one needs to gloom over it. Ha ha! Besides, this just means we need to work even harder to protect this place. No matter our cost. Oh, that reminds me. I might be able to improve your tracking skills, helping you find rare monsters and uncover new paths. In return, I only ask for some of the ether crystals you've already found. I will potentially need them.
What do you need them for? Ah, yeah, the Ethereum armor. We've had this conversation before. Shifted Monster Finder. Doubles the chance to find shifted monsters. I just don't think... Oh, hang on. You even tell me the unlock condition of this requires 6 different unique mementos from the Garden District by... Right, so I need to get 1 more.
Really though, Sirix, who's to say I wasn't a monster in one of my past lives? I take it you're quite old, so it's even possible I've already met you in a past life. And perhaps I was even one of your monsters in that life? Isn't that funny to imagine?
It is possible, but I do think you're putting a little too much thought into it.
Oh, come on! I haven't even started reading my first chapter, the first chapter of My Life as an Ooze to you just yet.
That's such a light novel title. Ooh, Starspawn. Starting a run with Starspawn in the future seems cool. Aura? Whenever you or an ally uses an action of a certain element, generate wild ether. Right, got it. There's also Hecatoncheires over here. Gains aging at the start of your turn if this monster has 3 or more age. Triggers an attack against each enemy that deals 1 by 5 fire wind for each 3 age stacks. It applies 1 weakness to each enemy. Yeah, I want that. I want that. I'm going to start a run with Hecatoncheires in the next episode. I don't need to buy anything else if I'm not going to be using it immediately there. None of these are selling upgrades, I don't think.
Where is that blasted fool? He was supposed to be here several minutes ago. I suppose that's another bust for the Void Expedition. Don't get me wrong. I love being out there and fighting a good fight. But even tough guys gotta relax sometimes. You're pretty normal for an Aethermancer. Kinda boring, to be honest.
Hey, kinda boring. Is a good kind to be. Have you ever met Mithras, the one they call the Aethermancer region? I know them. Of the 15 official original Aethermancers created by Sol and one of the 3 founders of Aquelius.
Indeed. And they're the only one of the 3 founders who still resides in Aquelius. They're a true believer of the cause. Only one needs to hear... One only needs to hear him speak to know. One day, Aquelius will become the guiding light of Terra Syrix.
Perform Aethermancer Enhancer. Artifact recharge. Whenever you start a champion encounter, all of your artifacts gain 1 recharge. Also, 25 unique mementos. That next upgrade. Okay. Let's have a look at Gustavo's.
I'm actually not the mayor. Pilgrim's Rest is not really big enough to have a mayor. And nobody voted for me neither. But no one cares. Technically, we're part of the Domain of Vigil, the Holy City. Even though it hasn't had a ruler in almost 600 years. Doesn't make a lick of sense, but that's the law for you. Basically, what it boils down to is this. We're in a neutral zone. No man's land.
Let's make a deal, Gustavo. Okay, your upgrades are really cheap, so I'm just gonna buy... Oh, okay. Yeah, start with 10 gold, start with 20, costs a lot more. Let's upgrade the inventory of the merchant twice. They sell 2 additional things now. That additional 10 gold really doesn't feel that impactful. Shifted Monsters upgrade certainly doesn't either, though. Let's take the Void Tech upgrade. So it's slightly easier for us to stagger in situations where we don't otherwise have a stupid setup for stagger. And sure, champions now give 20 gold instead of 10. Sounds good enough to me. All of that. Oh, hang on, let me just make sure. Okay, yes, the highest difficulty in the game at the moment is Mythic. I was wondering if we were going to unlock another one, but I assumed, just given the progression of things so far, that it probably wasn't going to have another level afterwards. I am admittedly very slightly relieved to see that. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game is me, Aethermancer. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. Down below is the YouTube recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Moloko. Hopefully you'll enjoy yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.